to Dark Discover Lab. As I promised in the previous video, this time we're diving into some strange and real experiments on the brain and the mind. Stay with us. Our brains are the most complex machines in the known universe, and over the last century, scientists, and sometimes even governments, have done some truly strange experiments to try and understand or even control the human mind. Some of these experiments changed science forever. Others crossed serious ethical lines. Today, we're going to explore 5 of the strangest real brain experiments in history. 1. The Split Brain Experiment, 1960s. In the 1960s, surgeons were looking for a way to stop life-threatening epileptic seizures. Their radical solution was to cut the corpus callosum, the thick bundle of nerves connecting the brain's 2 halves. The seizures stopped, but then something bizarre happened. It was as if each half of the brain became its own separate mind. If a patient saw an object with the left eye, they couldn't name it, but they could draw it. Why? Because the left eye connects to the right hemisphere, the creative, non-verbal side. And now, the 2 halves could no longer share information. It was like discovering 2 personalities living inside one head. 2. Lobotomy, 1940s to 1950s. Once praised as a miracle cure for mental illness, the lobotomy was a surgical procedure where doctors cut into the brain's frontal lobes, sometimes by sliding an ice pick-like tool through the eye socket and swinging it side to side. The goal was to calm extreme psychiatric symptoms. And yes, it sometimes made patients quieter. But it also left many emotionally flat, unable to think clearly, or even unable to care for themselves. Tens of thousands of people were subjected to this procedure until it was finally abandoned as both dangerous and inhumane. 3. MKUltra, the CIA's mind control project. In the 1950s and 60s, the CIA secretly ran a program called MKUltra. Its mission? To discover ways to control or even reprogram the human mind. The methods? Dosing unsuspecting people with LSD, using hypnosis, sleep deprivation, and extreme sensory isolation. The results were devastating. Many participants suffered permanent psychological damage. When the program was exposed in the 1970s, it became one of the biggest scandals in U.S. intelligence history. 4. Electric brain stimulation. What happens if you directly zap the brain? In the mid-20th century, scientists found that applying tiny electrical currents to certain brain regions could trigger very specific reactions. A small jolt to one spot could make a person's arm move completely without their control. But another spot could make them burst out laughing or start crying for no reason at all. It was proof that our thoughts, our emotions, and our movements are all controlled by precise electrical patterns inside the brain. 5. Sensory deprivation experiments. And what happens when your brain gets no input at all? In the 1950s, researchers placed volunteers in silent, pitch-black rooms, floating in warm water, so they could barely feel their own bodies. Within hours, the subjects began hallucinating. They heard voices. They saw strange shapes and lights. With no outside world to process, the brain simply invented one. it revealed just how much we rely on our senses to stay grounded in reality. These experiments, some brilliant and some horrifying, all point to one truth. The human brain is powerful, fragile, and still full of mysteries we haven't solved. And maybe, just maybe, we should be careful how far we're willing to go in our search to unlock its secrets. Got a thought about this video? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear what's on your mind. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more discoveries.